How are you, Ahu?
I'm good, you?
Okay, I'm good. Welcome to my YouTube channel. This is HOB for you. Here again, if you have not subscribed to this channel before, please do. And if you are existing subscriber, thank you so much for subscribing. There is a red button on your screen. Please click on that red button to subscribe. And there's also a notifying bell. Click on that just to notify you of new videos whenever we upload one. And please don't forget to make your comment. Thank you so much. My topic for today is demanding parents. Why are parents so demanding? Not all though, some parents are very, very demanding. You can see because of the demanding nature of parents, kids or children rather are afraid to talk to their parents like friends. Parents should actually be friends to their children. I know once we are parents, we are parents. A parent is a parent and a child is a child. Children are children. But one thing we also know is that we are parents for life. Because as these children grow into adults and they still have their homes and their life, we as parents are still always there for them. Because we still go to them, they still come to us for advice, we still just all work together. But today my topic is just demanding parents. What makes parents demanding? Some demanding parents are very, very nosy. And remember, if we just keep demanding so much from these kids, sometimes they just break loose. They won't be able to give us that respect that we really need, because most of them just feel we are putting so much encroachment on their rights. So it should be two ways, not just one way. We should know what these children want as our kids. We should be able to reason with them. We should be able to compromise certain things, let certain things go. We should be able to talk to them in times of difficulties. It's not just providing their financial needs, like dropping money, dropping that and walking away. We should be able to create time for them, even within our own busy schedule too. Because that will help the child to know that she has friends or he has friends that are parents that she can talk to. But these days, the way we bring up our children is different from those days, the way our parents brought us up. Because you could see in those days, there's a little bit of like so much force on things that we do. We are not so free to play or talk to our parents because they just tell us what to do and we obey. But now it's a little bit flexible. So I will advise friends, I will advise people, find time to talk to your children. Find time to go out with them. Find time to make them understand you better. But another thing, children can be very stubborn too. I must be honest. Before the end of this video, I'll bring in my son to say one or two things to him and for us to answer some questions regarding parents and kids. But whatever it is, please, 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 always find time. Listen to your children. Let them listen to you. Let them be a relationship in the house. Push them because they are the future of tomorrow. Thank you so much. Thank you for staying on. Hi.
Hi.
This is Ahil.
Yes.
That's my son.
Uh-huh.
And we've been asking him some questions regarding demanding parents. I don't know if I'm a demanding parent anyway, but today I'm going to know. I would have brought another child here or another person, independent person, but because of a corona restriction, or what do I say? So it's safer to just do with him, right? So like I was saying, I talked about demanding parents who are some are really quite nosy in terms of wanting to know what their children do or what they're about to do. They don't really mind the age of the child anyway. So I have him here to talk on behalf of children or youths, other people that may be having similar situation about their own parents or parents, friends, or you know what I mean. So Ahu, I have some questions for you here today, right?
Fire away.
But first I'll just ask you, are you good?
I'm good.
Good to talk.
I'm always good.
You won't be biased, right?
No bias.
I
Just
know.
honesty.
Okay, good. That's what I want to honesty, all right?
Right.
So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 questions for you. No. Don't be scared. We might end up just picking 2 or 3. It depends on the time. You know what I mean?
Right.
The first question I have for you: are your parents very demanding?
It depends what you mean by demanding, because I feel like every parent is gonna have a set of expectations for their children, regardless of the situation. So obviously, every parent wants their child to be the best that they can be in whatever life goal or life path that they take. So whether it's in school, work, sports, or just a passion in general, I feel like parents will always push you to that regard. Obviously, maybe some parents might push harder, but I feel like I've been guided with the necessary enthusiasm as well as patience in regards to following, let's say, my dreams or just schoolwork, and I don't feel like I've ever felt under too much pressure. But yeah, I feel like it's a difficult concept as a parent to administer, because obviously you want to push the child, but you don't want to push them too much. And obviously I feel like children sometimes give up easier in some situations, but as a parent you do want to motivate them, but you have to know that line between motivation and then obviously pushing them too far. So yeah.
Yeah, I quite really appreciate your honest opinion. Thank you for this. And parents out there, you can hear his own opinion on that. For us, generally as parents, I know we are kind of demanding, depending on the culture, our culture, and not only the culture, because we out there we want our children to shine. So sometimes some children see it as a kind of pressure. And another question I will ask you: have you argued with your parents before, and how was it resolved? Why are you laughing?
I don't think as like when you as a teenager or even young adult, I don't think it's possible to not argue with your parents, because you're gonna come to a stage where you start to see differently, or even in a sense that they might still see you as a child, but you're not a child anymore. So even simple things as you wanting to go somewhere, but they don't think you're ready to go to that place yet. But it doesn't make sense to you. So I don't think there's anything wrong with argument. An argument means that in anything, it means that you still care. But as long as you can hear both sides of the situation and resolve it or come to an agreement, there's nothing wrong with that. But at the same time, you have to do it all respectfully. Well, the both ways, like the child or the parent. Like there's one thing. There's no just shutting down one answer and focusing on yours. You need to be able to listen to both sides respectively and obviously make a decision accordingly. That's with any argument. But at the end of the day, the parent is the one in charge, so you can argue all you want sometimes, but the answer can still be no.
I get you. Yeah. But that doesn't stop you from doing what you have to do, does it?
It's character building. Sometimes you gotta fight your fight. Doesn't mean you win, but you gotta fight.
That's interesting. Honestly, very interesting. Are you afraid to confide in any of your parents?
I don't think I'm afraid to confide, but I feel like that's if it's me personally, I'm not. I don't really confide in many people, so I think that's it's more of a personality thing. But I feel like if you have a good relationship with your parents anyway, if you do need to talk to them, like you'll talk to them regardless of whatever the situation is. So me personally, I don't feel any fear in speaking to my parents when I need to.
Okay, I'll take another one, then one last one.
Alright.
Don't be afraid.
I'm never afraid.
You've spoken really well. I really do appreciate this, and I also thank you for your time.
No problem.
I know you are a very busy one anyway, but thank you, and thank you for your honesty. Which of your parents is the nosy one? If you don't want to answer, don't answer anyway. You are not being compelled to. And how do you undo this?
not even. Do I even need? You already know the answer.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. If you don't want to answer, it's me. Then the last one I have for you, yeah. Do you fear your parents or respect them?
That is a tricky question because I feel like it's like an authority question. Even you can even bring like even religion into it almost. Let's say God. Do you fear God or do you respect God? It's a bit of both, you know?
Yeah.
And that's the same thing with your parents. Like obviously you should respect your parents. But at the same time, you kind of fear them a little bit as well because they're your parents. That's the way it should be. If you didn't fear them that little bit, you might not have that same respect for them. But fear them doesn't mean that you're scared to necessarily be yourself around them, scared to talk to them, scared to approach them. Nah, the fear is just the way they carry themselves almost. You're fearful of maybe not addressing them or addressing them in the improper way because it might come across as disrespectful.
Okay.
That's the type of fear that you associate your parents with. So you should never be scared of your parents, but definitely fear and respect almost coincide together.
All right. Do you have any advice for, youth out there, even children and people out there, viewers, and just everyone? Because we are
Advice
concluding now.
About what?
Any suggestion
Parenthood?
regarding demanding parents and nosy ones like me?
I feel like
I'm not too nosy anyway. Don't get me wrong. But I can be. Yeah.
that stuff it's a complicated concept. I feel like because it all depends on how you are able to handle pressure as well.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you might not even have demanding parents. Maybe the things they're even asking for you is not even that demanding, but you might just not be able to cope with pressure. So that makes the situation even more complicated and difficult for you as a person. So I feel like three things everyone should always be able to work on to improve themselves is being able to handle pressure, being able to communicate effectively, and having good relationships around you, because the good relationships around you is what helps you in your time of need. Having a strong circle, a strong foundation, those things can always be beneficial to you no matter what situation you're in. So even if you do have demanding parents, if you have a strong relationship with them and you can communicate efficiently, many of your problems can be cancelled out right then and there just by simply talking. So that's the advice I give anyway. Form a strong circle of people around you, work on your communication skills, and learn that everyone has pressure as well, and just find your way to handle pressure.
Thank you so much for this.
Yes.
And my viewers out there, subscribers, friends, and everyone, please subscribe to this channel.
Yes, like and subscribe.
Please like and subscribe.
Yeah.
Make your comments and keep watching.
All
Thank
right.
you so much. Thank you so much. And thank you.
Peace.
All for you.